Welcome back, everybody. We got Road to GM. Man, day 137. I don't even know. It could be 137. It could be 138. But I told you I'm going to be consistent with it. 2024, I'm going to be consistent with it. So this is day 2 back to back. So, if you're new, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscription. If you're old, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share, man. Come on, let's turn it up. So, I'm also a little sick, so, bear with me if I sound a little nasally. That's just what it is. But let's get this game. Also, bear with me. The rating, we going to be back up. Trust. Turn this feedback off. E4, my opponent plays E5. Come on. Now I developed the knight out, and he plays the Philidor defense. Stop playing this weak-ass shit. we going to strike immediately with D4. He takes, we take back with our knight. He develops his knight, we develop our other knight. Now look at this. We gonna castle long. I'm already telling you right now. I'm castling long and I'm throwing my pawns. So you better watch out. He develops his bishop. I develop my bishop. And he plays this move, H6. Probably not wanting me to come out to pin. But it's like, bro, I already brought my bishop here. You think I'm gonna bring it here and then be like, oh, wait, I actually wanted to go here. Let me bring it here. Stupid. So here I play F3 because I'm going to bring up my queen, and I don't want him to jump in like this. So I'm playing this, and I'm getting ready to start propelling my pawns down the board. D6, and now I step my queen up. Queen D2. My opponent castles, and now we say immediately G4. Strike at it, with it, man. You better lock in. We striking immediately. He drops the knight back, and now I castle. I castled before I played H4 because I don't want to get caught lacking, bro. I really don't. H4. And this is a free pawn. You can take this pawn. But it opens up my rook. And I notice. He starts pushing his pawn on the queen side. Since I castled queen side, he castled king side. We're basically just throwing our pawns at each other. Who gets there first? Let's find out. I drop my knight back. He starts kicking me around. And I didn't know where to put this. So I'm like, you know what? Let me put it here. And now my opponent plays A5. I swing my knight to the side, getting ready to start propelling my pawns for more. And now he plays A4, and I'm like, okay. Knight A1. Queen D5 would have also been good. But Knight A1 is the only legal move for my knight to go. But I'm like, bro, no way, bro. I'm not going to hide in the corner and cower in fear. I'm a big boss. I'm the big chop. Blunder. It's a blunder. We sack it, though, purposefully. We sack it purposefully. We sack it. Because he takes, we're going to take back with our bishop, and our bishop's going to be alive. But we take with the queen, though. Low-key, I should have took with the bishop. I don't know why I took with the queen. And now he strikes in the center. He keeps pushing. I play A3. He takes the pawn. And I play rook to D2 because I'm using this as an umbrella. If I take it, he just has open lines on my king. And he still does. But we're going to be okay. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. He attacks my queen with tempo, and now we just slide back. Maybe getting ready to take the pawn, maybe not. No, not yet. We jump the bishop in to defend the pawn Skiansky. And here I mess up. I blunder. I play pawn to F4, completely giving up this pawn. I thought once I moved the bishop here, I was defending it. But no, he has 2 defenders on it, or 2 attackers on it. So he takes, we take back, he takes, and now we like, okay. Shut out the bishop. He hits my queen. We can trade the bishy-wands. He attacks my queen. I take his bishop with tempo on his queen, and he has tempo on my queen. But see, if he goes here, I can go here, then his rook's hanging and my bishop's hanging. So if he takes my bishop, I take his rook. But instead, he takes my bishop with his knight, and now I step my queen out the way of the attack. Rook to C6, just to defend this pawn. I wasn't even going to take it, bro. This pawn is damn near one of my only salvation before getting just straight up smacked up and down the face. I slide my rook to the G file because it's open. If I can get my knight out the way, my rook will be open. My opponent plays H5, and I play E5, strike in the center. If he takes, I take the queen. He takes, I take the rook. So I'm winning a rook if he takes. But he just jumps the knight back. And now we play pawn to e6. And he just jumps right back. And now I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. What do I do now? What do I do now? Double up the rooks. If you don't, when in doubt, double up the rooks and put some pressure here. My opponent takes the pawn. Now I'm like, do I take this pawn? Nah. Sack the knight, boy. Sack the knight on his goofy self. You want to know why? If he takes with the bishop, we get in. Check. Here. And now I can slide back and threaten mate. Those are the ideas. What does my opponent do? Big blunder. Big blunder hitting my queen. First move, knight takes knight. Check on the king. He takes back with the queen. And now my move is queen here, check. Tunnel vision, folks. I got tunnel vision. I take the bishy one instead. Because I feel like I'm threatening a lot more. My opponent defends everything up with his rook. And now I'm like, okay. We're not going to sacrifice stuff. So I'm either debating playing h5. Or zip around and take this pawn. And now we're threatening the rook. And we're threatening a check, winning the rook. My opponent gives a check with the queen. And now we step up with the rook. My opponent blunders. Big blunder. Big blunder. Big blunder. Because queen a8 check. He steps, and here I'm like, oh my god, I can win the queen. I'm pinned. I'm pinned, guys. I'm pinned. I can't move this rook, but I can take his rook. Opponent trades rooks, takes. Now I'm hitting the queen, and I'm threatening something even more devious. Something even more devious. Bow. Hello. He goes and attacks my rook, but come on, man. Here he resigned because I'm picking up your queen. And then I'm going to pick up the pawns, promote to another queen, promote to a bishop. Man, might hit some step tween and promote to a knight. And then I'm going to win the game. So that's game one. Let's go game review. We played at a 2,000 rated. 80%. One blunder, which was the knight that I showed you, and we played at a 2,000. Okay. Castle immediately. Jump in. Okay. I can see that. But now we start to cook. Yeah. I missed the check. Pick up the rook. What was his best move here? Double up. GG. That's game one. And you know we got game two. So rock with me. I'm rocking with you. Let's get this motherfucking money. Game two. You know how we do. Whoa. I know I'm not tripping. I know y'all just seen those balloons. That shit was on the screen. I don't know what just happened, bro. That was not me. That was not me. I trust. Trust. That was not me. All right. E4. Siciliano. And here we play the accelerated dragon. We step the queen up to the business because I'm like, I'm going to get after this pawn. And if he plays knight to a4, I can give this check. He has to go back and block. And then I will pick up this pawn. Tempo on the rook. Knight. Everything. My queen got eyes on everything. But I overlooked this move. Knight to f5. Because he's hitting my queen and my bishop. So I'm like, how do I get out of this? Okay. First things first. If I just move my queen, I'm cooked. Because he gets the bishop for free. I was debating maybe taking. But no, that's not good. What's a better move? Checks, captures, and attacks. This is a capture. And by golly, it's also a check. So that's first move. And now I'm like, oh my god, let me just take the knight. I forgot. No, guys. No. My queen is under attack. So I got to slide it out the way. I don't want to bring it all the way back. I want to keep eyes everywhere. But now he's threatening my rook. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what do I do? What do I do? Okay. I take the bishop. I was debating maybe taking and then playing like this and trapping it. But then I was like, I don't see a way to get it immediately, so let's not do that. So I take his bishop with the knight. And now I develop my knight out. He plays check. He takes my pawn with check. And if I take back, he takes my knight. But that's the best move. E takes. He takes, and now castle. My king safe. We're going to be all right. He steps the bishop up. And now I play queen to c5, hitting the bishop, threatening check. And he plays the best move, queen to d4. And that's just annoying, bro. Why are you trying to trade queens, bro? You're up a Ponsky. Play the game. Play the game. This ain't how the game's supposed to be played. Hold up, y'all. Let me show you this video. Because this is exactly how I was feeling in the moment. This is not how the game is played. This is how it goes. That's not how the game is played. But it is how the game is played. So I can't even be mad. My fault. I just went on a little break. You could have skipped that if you wanted. But we don't want a queen trade. Let's slide back. Why would I want to go for a queen trade? That's not how the game's supposed to be played. That's not how the game played. My opponent castles. Now I bring out the bishop. Let's trade. He drops back, and I'm like, okay. Well, you gonna trade these bishops, bro. One way or another, I'm trapping your bishop. And now he plays that. And I'm like, okay. Let's chop his bishop. What's he gonna do? Okay, so in your mind, you probably expecting him to take back, undouble his pawns. Maybe even take this pawn if he's feeling dangerous. Now, what you would never expect him to do is this move. F6. F6. And I think his idea was playing something like this and zipping around and checkmating me. No, we'll hit Tempizzi on the Rookski. He drops the queen back. We give a check with the queen. We have to protect from this. If he gets here, it's cooked. So he blocks, and now we zip our queen over to the other side. Let's lock it in. He takes a pawn. Rook F to D1. What are you doing, man? We threaten a whole bunch of devious things over here, man. We threaten a whole bunch of devious things over here. He steps the queen out the way. Give a check with the rook. If he takes with this rook, this is checkmate. But if he blocks with his rook, I take it with the bishop. He takes my rook. I take back. Look at this. I'm up a bishop and a rookski in the endgame against an 1800 opponent. Get him out of here, coach. He keeps trying to play on. I drop the bishop back. Discover check. Did I have a mate by chance? No. Check. We just start giving checks. Take a pawn. Drop back. He steps, and now I'm like, bro, I ain't going to play with you. You want to do a queen trade earlier, huh? You want to do a queen trade earlier? We can do a queen trade now. I'll give you my queen and my bishop. Because I still got a rook. I still got a rook, and you ain't got nothing. We gonna take. He gonna take a pawn. We gonna step. Now we gonna give a check, and guess what he walks right into? Checkmate. On your dome piece, boy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Where are you going? Boxed. Stop playing with him. And we got game review. We played at an 87.1% accuracy, no blunders, and at a level of a 2200. Okay, here. What was the move? Bishop takes here. If he takes, take this. And then, okay, I'm down. He has a rook for a knight and a pawn. Okay. Not going to play like that, but we're going to be all right. That's not how the game's supposed to be played. So, you know, if you made it this far, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscription. Yo, I just almost died for y'all motherfuckers. I got a cough drop because I'm sick. That motherfucker just went to the pause. That shit just... Bro, I don't know how to say this without sounding, you know. Fuck it. Almost died for you with that outro. So, you know, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscription. If you made it to the end, drop some clapping emojis for yourself. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Deuces.